You know what's so funny, Eve, is I work so hard for like 6 business days, and then I don't work hard for 2, 3 months, and I'm like crying during those 6 business days. That literally,
Wow.
I'm
You
like,
like, wow.
I miss the days when I was working like 2 to 4 hours, and now I'm like, oh my God, 6 hours of work, and people still look at me like, what is wrong with you? Like I'm working a full 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah, no, you.
What are you? Because you are working now, so you're back
I,
on
d-
that grind.
I do 8 to 4:30, and then I get an hour for lunch, 30-minute paid, 30-minute
Paid, unpaid.
unpaid. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So it's like 8.5 hours a day, but yeah, only 30 minutes of it goes unpaid. Yeah, no, it's a chill. I work remote, so my job has been, it's nice. I got to set up the computer on Monday, and no, it's good to be, it's good to have a job, you know?
But you're still out there watching your reality TV shows every day, I'm assuming. Still finding time for that, right?
Um, no, I work hard. I'm a super hard worker.
Well, I was
Uh,
saying you find time in your day. I'm not saying you're doing it throughout while you're working. I'm just saying
no,
you're still
I'm a
watching your reality
I
shows, right?
I don't know. It's like sports season, so honestly, I feel like
Oh,
I've just been watching hella football shit lately. Dude, yeah, we haven't. Oh my god, yeah. The last time we talked was your birthday. It's already almost halfway through fall.
what? It's not halfway through fall. Fall hasn't even technically started yet. I think fall starts like the
All right,
20th,
all right, all right,
22nd. It
all
starts
right.
in about
My
a
bad.
week.
I meant halfway through September, but you know,
Yes, we
the
are.
fall,
Your birthday?
the first fall month. I don't know.
Yes, your
I don't know
birthday's
when
so
it's September
soon.
1st. It's like yeah. Don't get me wrong. The first like week of September, it's like summer junior, but this week is like it's like we're starting to hit like beginning fall.
Have we been in the same week? Because it's been like 80 to 90 degrees every day this week for me. Yeah, it's colder in the mornings, but
I
sir,
feel
it's
like
still
yeah.
summer.
I feel like it's because I've only gone outside in the mornings and
Okay, well
nights.
then that's nice. I mean, yeah, it's cooler then, but when the sun's out, it's still hot.
Remote
Like she's
worker,
still,
remote
yeah,
worker life.
the sun is still sunning for sure. Well, anyways, welcome to Zillennial Notions.
Insert theme song here.
Flexing on our haters.
Wow,
So,
it's been
Eve,
2 weeks or more than two.
just yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a while. I just want you to know, since I've turned 26, I realized like I'm so smart and so wise and just I'm so great. And I just want you to have that realization too. It took me like a week after I turned 26. I just looked at my life and I was like, I've grown a lot. I'm a great person. So I hope you have that realization too.
I mean, more or less, I think that of myself, like to some
Yeah, but
extent.
it's like different when you look at like I just look at how I was when I was 20 and just how I thought, how I act. I'm just so much more mature now and I'm okay, maybe I don't know, maybe you're always mature, but I think for me, especially as someone who just had so many like mental health issues, I feel like I'm finally stable. I don't think I've ever really felt that way mentally. So it's like, do you
Wow.
feel mentally stable every day? Eve, like, is this like
No,
too
but
much?
I
Are
was
you
gonna say
mentally ill?
I was gonna say just grippy sock things, but let's see. No, I wouldn't consider myself that mentally ill. I mean, I feel like I'm like I have like the depression of the time, and I think I actually am like clinically depressed.
I
So.
mean, and not to like invalidate or downplay anyone's emotions, but with the state of the world right now, like, how is everyone not depressed? I really think everyone is low key depressed because
Oh no,
look
but
at the world that we
I was
live
like
in.
diagnosed as depressed as like a child. Like I was like in
Oh,
like
wow. Okay. Yeah, I was at like
like I
12
was
or
in sixth
13.
grade, and I was like a like I went to like a psychologist, and like my parents were like trying to get me tested for ADHD or ADD, and she was like, I don't think he has either of those. I think he's just depressed, like straight up. She was like,
Well, it doesn't, yeah, but that
because I
doesn't
was like,
mean that you are like
I
now
I
or
don't know. I definitely have a lot of like I don't know like yeah
because, oh, well, here's my thing. A lot
what's
of
it
people are first.
most therapists I've gone to would
Oh,
not.
okay. You've gone to multiple. Well, I was gonna say like, especially when kids are younger, they're misdiagnosed. And I think, especially with something like depression and anxiety, it's like the first thing they want to just throw out there. But it's like, no, like I don't have depression. I'm actually bipolar or like, yeah, I have ADHD and that's why like I feel depressed because it's like if I'm not, yeah, I don't know, like you feel like you're not as focused as others or I don't even freaking know, but I was just
Yeah,
saying
I don't
like
know.
I'm
I'd
not
be.
going to invalidate how you feel and whatever a therapist might say, but at a young age, I feel like
Yeah, I
it's
get
so
what you
hard
mean.
to test that,
A lot of people like
you
to
know?
self-diagnose, but I don't know. I think my diagnosis is pretty simple, and it's not like uncommon, and I don't really care about like I don't know. I don't wear it like a badge of pride, but it's like I'm not like afraid to be like that's who I am.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with
some
it.
some days I be sad, went like I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
But
I
would you
am
say throughout your life you felt mentally stable?
more or less. Yeah, like
Damn, that's like a new thing for me. And it's a really,
I definitely feel like I know a lot of women who.
yeah, you have to understand our hormonal cycle is like a month. Mine is like, well, I mean, men's are like 24 hours. I think sometimes mine
No,
can be 24
I've met a
hours,
lot
but
of women who spent like a weekend in like the grippy sock place.
I was close to, but I was like, nah, I can't leave my house. Like, I can't do that. Nah.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, like I definitely know like more than five I could
I
think
think,
of.
yeah, I think it's really common, which is like a good thing. I think that's not as stigmatized, but I don't think that you
I
don't
think it's
actually
just
get the
kind of
help that
wild.
you need
It's
there.
just
Not
kind of
everyone
wild.
does.
It happens a lot with women.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they're
I
just
don't-
like, well, one, we like are vocal about when we. I think it's less stigmatized for a woman to be like, I'm feeling sad. You know,
yeah,
if a man says that, people look at him and they're like, man up, and it's like, no, that's not. Everyone has emotions. We're all humans. This
yeah.
got dark, man. Okay,
Yeah, I
well,
was
I
gonna
just
say
was
we're
like,
really talking about mental health, you know, and then
like I
you
was
know
just
that's
trying to
sad
say
because
like,
like all the other topic I went to talk about today was 9/11 was this week.
oh yeah, 9/11 was this week. It's so crazy how it
Yeah,
happens now, and I
we should
forget. I
call
don't
we
see
should
anything on Instagram or anything like that,
we
really.
should call this episode the super special 9/11 weekend Friday
So
special episode.
oh, okay, okay, okay. Yes, we
Yeah,
can.
that's right. We released. We have to talk about this is the super special episode
It is a super, super special
because
because
we're
we are.
recording it on Wednesday, and then I am really going to spend Thursday like recording
What a
or
king.
editing the shit out of this. And so yeah, we like because we were gone for what it was your
2 weeks.
birthday.
Yeah, two
Yes.
Mondays, Labor Day and my birthday.
Oh yeah. So okay.
No, we
Oh yeah.
posted for my birthday, didn't we, or no?
Yeah. Yeah. So no. So yeah. Yeah. We did post on your birthday. So yeah, it was Labor Day and
On the
last week.
11th.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And 9/11, and we couldn't post
Yeah.
for 9/11 because
Yeah,
hashtag never forget.
we were gonna, dude. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do a special 9/11 episode for us because I was like, no, I had so many like I don't know. I've been listening to what's that noise? Do you?
Oh, that was me. I didn't know you could hear that. Sorry. I like have a pen and paper and I'm like, okay, let me stop. I was just like kind of coloring a bit. I don't know.
I don't know if it
Just
picked up on the
anxious
Zoom, but
tings.
I picked it up on the phone call. You know,
Oh,
behind
just
the scenes of
anxious
Millennial Notions.
tings.
We.
Woo.
But
All right, let's talk about 9/11 because I actually kind of want to. When we did the wheel, was like, oh, we should talk about the 8 passengers thing because that I don't know if you've seen anything about that, but that's motherfucking crazy.
wait, what?
8 passengers. So there's like a mom, and she did a YouTube channel, mommy influencer. Her YouTube channel was called 8 Passengers, and she like straight up would, what's the word? She would just like take away food from her kids and like not allow them to
like,
eat.
Like is that the
Yeah,
vlog
but
mom that's in like a lot of hot
she
water
just got
right now?
arrested. Yeah, she got arrested for like
What's it called again?
child 8 passengers, Ruby Frank. And she like one Christmas, she was like, our kids have been behaving badly lately, so we're just not going to get them any Christmas gifts. Like, don't be a mom. People like this, don't be a mom. And it's like, yeah, I understand you want to mold children into like reliable human beings, I guess. I don't know if that's a good word, but you want to shape them into good human beings, but like withholding basic necessities from them like for you as a mother to think that's okay, that tells me you should not be a mother. That's just that I don't even restrict that from my cat. Like, what do you mean? You're just not going to give your kid a food, or I give my cat a Christmas present every year. Like, I will buy these kids Christmas presents. F their parents. I was really upset about that. Cause like, everyone gets Christmas presents, even if they're bad. That's the whole point of Christmas. It's a part of like, God loves you for you. That's kind of how I looked at it.
I mean, anybody who posts their child on the internet like that is kind of already a little bit of a bad person in my book. That's always been
It's sus.
You can't be like, you're not like a good person, I don't think. Like if you use your child to like for clout like that. Like I don't know, I've never like there's unless your child is like some sort of like talent, I don't see like I feel like
no, I agree. Like, I mean, sometimes I kind of think, why do we even have child actors and things like that? And I understand, like, as a kid, I wanted to act, but nobody should have like grueling, like Miley Cyrus's like work day when she was 14 or 13 or whatever. No one should have to do that at such a young age. But, it's all of it's just interesting because to me, it's like you're such a loser that you had to use your own kid. Like nobody cares about you. They just care about your kids, really. Cause it also makes me think of, I forget Ren's mom, Ren or whatever, Eleanor Ren, I think on TikTok. That was a big thing. I've just watched way too much Law and Order. Yeah, it's all these I've just watched way too much Law and Order SVU to be comfortable with putting my kids on the internet and also to be comfortable engaging with that sort of content. Because I don't know if you've ever followed a family channel, or I've never followed a family channel, but I've noticed myself liking content from a specific, like there was these two little twins that I thought were super cute and they would just do things together and like little challenges or whatever. And then I was like, it's kind of weird that I'm watching this. Like I could watch two grown adults do this. Like why do they're kids. It's cute. But like, I don't know. I was just thinking to myself, they're strangers. I don't know these kids whatsoever. And I guess you could really say that about everything on the internet, but yeah. I don't know. I have this moment where I'm like, that's weird.
Movies I saw when I was like a teenager that I look back at and go like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, like why did I? Exactly. It's like, imagine if you're
a grown adult, and I'm like, and I think, wait, why on earth did grown adults write that film? And then
yeah, no, you're literally like, imagine if you're 36 and you're religiously watching like Disney Channel shows and you're like obsessed with those kids and like a fan of like, that's so weird, isn't it? It's weird. So why is it not weird when it's a family channel on YouTube? Like, it's damn near the same thing.
It's a fucked up world. Damn, we really are talking. This is
a dark episode. It's the 9/11 special episode, so it has to be. But I'm just like, honestly, don't get me started on family channels, because if we talk about family channels, I'll rant.
Yo, yeah, I know, yeah. I think they're just dumb. Like, no more needs to be said. Like, anybody, like, if you're monetizing your children, that's weird.
I agree. I don't think it's necessary to even, but whatever. People need money, I guess, and they're not talented or smart or,
but no,
they're capable, but I don't know.
Podcast, not to like completely go 180 back to 9/11.
No, you're good. We need to, because I told you, I'll get mad if we keep talking about this. So this is good.
LOL. What's it? But yeah, I was in this podcast called Blowback, and it's like about like the Taliban and like how it traces like how like when the Soviets started a war with Afghanistan, they the U.S. was like secretly funding like the Mujahideen fighters, and so. Yeah, and then like eventually those weapons that they were giving them ended up going into the hands of the Taliban, which ended up
getting used.
Being people who caused 9/11. So I don't know. I think 9/11 is such an interesting because it really is like I don't know, the way COVID's gonna be like what defined like an era, like what like split two periods of time is gonna.
Yeah, like 2020, before and after the pandemic, before and after 9/11.
That really is like what 9/11.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of why I'm like a Gen Z, because I kind of don't remember the world before 9/11. Or I guess I do to an extent, but like not really. Like,
No, we were like 4 or 5 when it happened. We were 4.
yeah, so yeah,
Um,
or I literally was turning 4 like, oh, like a little less than like, or a little more than a
yeah,
week
I was
ago.
4. I
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
4.
Freshly 4. Like,
Freshly 4. You know what's crazy? Because people are always like, do you remember where you were when it happened? And when I realized that I was 4 when it happened and not 7, I was like, no, then I don't know what at age 7 I like they made us get out of something happened and we were all like freaking out. I think we all got to leave home early. I was worried because I was like, my mom and dad work in DC. Like, and I was 7 years old. So growing up when I was like, I don't know, probably until the age of 18, I literally thought that was me remembering 9/11. And I was like, wait, you dumbass, you were 4. It's not possible. Cause I remember like the girl I was best friends with when I was 7 and the teacher, my first grade teacher. So I'm like, what was this? It must have been, do you think it was the snipers? Do you think it was the DC
no, the
snipers?
snipers were when we were in kindergarten. That was like 2000.
Okay. I gotta look
I,
this up then. Like, I really need to look this up
I
because
do.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that would have been like 2004. I don't know. I'm trying to think about anything like happening in 2004 of like.
I just remember we were at recess and then it was
Oh,
like
you know
we were
what?
all told to get inside.
Maybe there was just a suspicious person at your school.
Yeah, maybe it was something not like
Yeah, maybe it
I
wasn't
don't
that.
know.
Maybe it was.
I'm just
Yeah.
my memory's getting all confused. Well, do you
Well,
remember where you were when
I
you
do
heard
not.
about 9/11?
Do not remember where
I
I
know we were
was.
4.
But I actually, since my dad was with me that day, he remembers. Or because what happened was I was sick on September 10th, that Monday. So I
Of
went to
course.
my daycare. So on September 10th, I was sick. So I missed daycare. And so on September 11th, right, I was like in that stage where I was half feeling better, half kind of just recovering. So I was just like, I was resting and my dad was just kind of working like from home a little in the morning. And so at like 9:30 or 10ish, he was going to drop me off at like daycare. And he told me the story's kind of funny because he saw like the gate was open and he like goes up to them and goes like, "Hey, why is the gate unlocked?" And they look at him like, do you not see the news?"
What? So what time did this happen? How early in the morning was this?
No,
I didn't
because
realize it was that early.
9/11 happened at like 9 in the morning or like 8, like,
Jeez, yeah.
yeah,
Wow. Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah, so like, yeah, like 9:30.
Where was that plane coming from again?
I think like Boston. I think they're, oh, God, you know what? I'm just gonna pull up the wiki. I forget. I don't know. I remember my mom had like one friend who like actually had to because one of the flights did go from Dulles, so she had to like delay her flight, so she didn't take that flight. But yeah, no, I
That's so
feel like
scary. Just can you imagine that? And like conspiracy aside, seeing that happen, being in the vicinity, helping people like get out of those rubble, that is freaking terrifying, dude. Like I pray to God I'm never in a situation like that. Not me, not my family, not my friends, honestly, not anybody. But people
yeah,
are like every day in the world. I mean, Palestine's literally getting bombed. There's genocide on my people. I'm sure there's bombings elsewhere in the world as well, but like,
all right, so yeah, the
it's
two
crazy.
that hit the towers were from Boston. The one that hit the Pentagon departed from Dulles, and then the one that crashed in Pennsylvania was from Newark.
So my question is like, I'm sure there's a documentary with all this. I'm sure people who know this information listening to us be like, is this what happened? Or just groaning in like disgust right now of our lack of information.
I have
But
plenty of information on 9/11, Mariana.
I
I
have
feel like
none.
you have shown that you've lied. I mean, I like don't remember like the most specific details on where the like airplanes came from, but I know pretty much.
I
I have
don't
a,
remember because like, what
I
did
have a
9/11 do for me as a Middle Eastern person? It didn't do anything
That
good.
was,
So
I mean, I was gonna say it very much affected, or as a Muslim person, it very much affected,
yeah.
if I
And
remember.
so
I
in a
remember when it
weird
did.
way, I in a weird way, I kind of rejected it. Like, I feel like I didn't care to learn things about it because I was like, what's the point almost? Like half the world thinks it's a conspiracy. The other half is like,
Oh, I feel like I'm the
America and
opposite.
like
I
I don't
feel
know,
like
like
cause I
yeah,
was like
because
being
you were
like
affected,
I
you
went
not embraced it, but you yeah. But I was like, no,
I did like want to learn what like every
yeah,
but I don't know. I mean
I respect that.
I don't know. I feel like conspiracies, most of them are like there's like grains of truth to all of them. I think at the end of the day, I think that you know what my hottest take is I think the U.S. government's too stupid to have purposely done 9/11. I think
Well,
that's like
that's what I was gonna, because asking where the flights come from, it's like, how planned was this? Did they know, okay, when we're at
oh I mean
this
9/11
kilometers
was
in the air, this time
also
throughout
the thing was the
that's,
CIA had been like gathering information on like Al Qaeda, and the FBI was trying to like arrest these like terrorists, but the CIA and FBI essentially weren't working together due to bureaucracy, and so like that's why like because the people who like did 9/11, like the actual terrorists, like some of them were like suspicious, like people like they like
yeah,
they
like
had
yeah,
they were being monitored essentially, and then they were able to get away
which
with it.
is, well, I guess now because of 9/11, we have all that extra TSA.
Well, yeah, no, I mean a
Um,
lot of TSA stuff. I mean, you used to be
it's
allowed. I
from
mean,
9/11, Patriot
yeah,
Act, 9/11. Like,
I was gonna say you were allowed to take like small knives on the plane, which is what they used.
well, so here's the thing though, Eve, like you say the government's too stupid, but look at how then we got the Patriot Act and that so much has been done in the name of the Patriot Act because it pretty much gave the United States government access to its citizens like anything, like
I think they got
literally just like,
lucky. I don't know. I
you
think
think they got
I think
lucky? Cause I mean,
no,
people will
I
sit
don't. Yeah,
there and say
I
that
don't
was
think they
planned.
like. I think sometimes people are really stupid and just get lucky. Like I don't know how. Like I feel like because I do get the conspiracies. Don't get me wrong. But I think yeah, that's always been my like.
I don't think it was
I,
Bush. I'll say this. I don't think it was Bush. There's no way that George Bush, either of them, would just like, no president did this.
yeah, I don't think he like.
Do I think
Yeah,
some secret branch of the government that probably exists that like low key does try to control the outcome of the world? Did they plan it? Maybe.
I think I will say about George Bush, he might have not like he might not have taken the threat of the Middle East as seriously until 9/11. I think that's like he almost let it slide because I feel like I don't know. That's like the whole debate though. Would Al Gore have like been able to stop 9/11 if he'd won?
I mean, here's my thing is like, maybe we wouldn't have gotten 9/11 on it. Like, we wouldn't have gotten it on such a grand scale. But I think if they were already, if it is a terrorist attack and, it is something that could have been stopped through like political means, I think that
Well,
it was already coming and the bombings would, I mean, cause look how like we haven't had a bunch of
I mean that's why
terrorist
it's
attacks.
interesting
We've
listening
had
to
a few.
podcasts about like the what happened in Afghanistan because
Yeah.
yeah, because at the end of the day, it was like, yeah, the U.S. did a lot of stupid things that I would say directly caused 9/11. Like, like arming the Afghans and like having them like train and become soldiers and like I don't know. They try like there's a whole like there's this movie called Charlie Wilson's War about like a congressman who like he basically like convinced the CIA. Yeah, he was the one who helped convince the CIA that they should like fund the Mujahideen. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's interesting like all that sort of history and like the ways Clinton did shit in the Middle East while he was president. And it's just like all the things we did over there to make Osama bin Laden and the Taliban want to attack the United States.
Yeah, I think that it's interesting that your last statement, like, make them want to attack, because at the end of the day, it's like people don't usually make these grand, almost like revenge plans unless they're
Well, the thing was,
angry,
we were friends
unless
with
they
these
feel like,
people. We were
yeah, but
friends with
unless,
them, and then
yeah,
like the communist like the Soviets fell, and then they realized the Americans wanted to control. It's because it's also about oil. You can't forget about oil when you we talk
Yeah, I
about this
know,
sort of
I
stuff.
know. It's
Like there's so
it's
many. That's why the Middle East is so like complicated because there's so many like different levels to the shit. Like, but anyway, yeah, it is sad that like people in New York City. I don't know. I was actually thinking about how like yeah, like people don't talk about like the Pentagon as much, but yeah, in like scale comparison, there's so many people who died in New York. Just like what happened to those buildings. Like honestly, the thing that I always think about actually is like the environmental impacts of 9/11 on like the city of New York.
yeah.
Because that like all that dust from those buildings, it's terrible to have gone in people's lungs.
I went to New York in June and I had to wear a mask after walking around for like 2 hours because my throat, just all the pollution, my throat. I think it was from the wildfires were still happening then, but my God.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
I'm
was
going to New
bad.
York again soon and I'm like, should I buy some masks in case? But yeah, that was insane, honestly.
Oh, and you know another interesting 9/11 kind of thing? We're almost getting to a point now because the twin towers were built in like or basically like the complete construction in like the early 70s.
So you're saying
So
we're getting to the point where they, where it's almost that they haven't even been around for as long as 9/11 has happened. Does that make sense?
or they were getting closer to they've been gone as long as
Yes,
they were up.
yes.
They were up. Yeah, yeah. But no, yeah,
Yes, that's what it
that's
is.
I don't know. Yeah,
I was
like
like, how do I explain that? And you just said it perfectly. That is kind of crazy. It's been 22 years and it's like,
but it really like yeah. If you see the Twin Towers in the movie, it really signifies like just 3 decades of New York, which I don't know. I think that's so fascinating because yeah, like I was watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990 movie like yesterday, and
oh my God. And you saw them there?
or like that was like the opening shot was like a skyline of New York, and yeah, they were right there, and it's just so interesting because now yeah, it's like the Freedom Towers there, and
Hmm.
it's like a whole new skyline. But yeah, I don't know. Actually,
That's so,
Supreme has a really cool ad in 2011 where they flew like an airplane with like the Supreme like kind of block banner all over New York. It was like 2011, so there was like no towers up there. It was just like ground zero.
I kind of want, yeah, I should see that. If we were
Oh,
together, I'd make you show me, but I guess just text it to me.
yeah,
Um, 9/11. Wow, it happened so long ago. It's like it came up and it's like you always know it's coming up. You always know because
yeah.
it's
This one felt
9/11.
different. This one felt different this year. This one like felt like more matter of fact than more years. Like a lot of years were really sad. Like a lot of years were like
A
very
lot of
like
years I feel like
patriotic.
people,
This year felt like
yeah,
historic. This felt like
exactly. It's like this is something that happened all these years ago. And
yeah,
it's like a
this felt.
remembrance more than it is like you're still feeling the, you're still grieving. This
I
is
mean,
more
think about it. If
remembrance.
someone was 25 during 9/11 or 26, our age now, they would be 48 right now.
Yeah. And that
Like,
they've lived so much life in that time, I'm sure. Like, shit, I can't even remember the things I was doing 20 years ago as a 5, 6 year old. So like, you know, the further you go, it's crazy. I don't know if you noticed this, but I used to have really good, not like for me, but I'm saying for yourself as well. I used to have really great memories of things that I did as a kid. And the older I get, I feel like my brain is just pushing those out and replacing it with memories that I have now. It's like I can only hold so much. And so sometimes when I lay in bed at night, I'll try and remember like certain memories. I'll try and like think of all of the details of it so that I can try and keep my memory of my childhood as best as I possibly can. I don't know if other people notice that. I don't know if it's like I'm literally getting dementia or I'm tired still, Eve. I started podcasts like that. We're like here 30 minutes in, I think, and I'm still tired.
you're dead. LOL.
I'm dead, lol. I
That's.
mean, all right, what would you do to fight 9/11? How would you, if you were president, how would you have made this not happen? Go.
But how would I have stopped nine? I don't know. There was an attack on a boat, and there were like threats from Al Qaeda, so I would have probably taken those a little more seriously. I don't know. I feel like.
Nah, I would have just shown everybody my ding dong to assert dominance, and then they'd be too afraid to step on me or mess with me.
Did you know Lyndon B. Johnson one time showed like the press corps when he was like talking to them. Like they asked him like I forget what they asked him, but they asked him why he did something, and he like pulled down his pants and showed him his like big dick, and was like, "That's why."
I literally, okay, Lyndon B. Johnson, that's me. If I was a man, me.
Dude, Lyndon
People
B.
are like,
Johnson
why do you
take
take thirst traps? Me just like showing my body. What do you mean? Look at this shit. I
Lyndon B.
love that.
Johnson would like if he was in like a meeting and he had to take a shit, he would be like, "Come to the bathroom with me," and he'd make the person like talk to
Dude,
him while he was taking
same. I literally have told my friends to do that. It's beautiful. Am I just Lyndon B. Johnson reincarnated as a woman?
Wow.
I think we just realized something.
You'd make people like sit while you took a shit and like
Dude, like, I mean, the door, like they're outside the bathroom. I'm not like gonna make them sit inside and smell it. But like, yeah, if I have to pee or if I have to use the bathroom, like, yeah, come closer to the bathroom. Let's continue this conversation. Why do we have to end the conversation? Like, if you're a close friend of mine, for sure.
He'd be like in the stall, like leave the stall door open and make them sit by like the sinks, you know, like.
No, like, no. Like, you don't need to see me. You don't need to smell it. But
Yeah,
let's have a conversation.
He'd make them watch him. Like, that's what I mean.
He's strange for that. That's a little voyeurism. He got a little bit of the voyeurism.
No, he's just like, he don't care. He was the president.
Have you ever taken one of those, like, tests to see how, like, I guess kinky you are? Or, like, it's really a BDSM test?
Oh, probably. I think I have, actually. I don't know. I think I'm, like, moderately. I don't remember.
No, but it's so funny because, well, I mean, I'm not trying to kink shame anyone, even though I definitely do that. It asks you some of the questions will be like, I enjoy pretending to be a pet to my partner. I enjoy pretending to be like a baby or whatever. And I'm just sitting there like, yo, people are crazy. Cause that's so true though. There are people who will act like a dog, like their partner's dog. I'm like, can we just hold up, stop and think about this?
Yeah, I feel like when it gets to like the like, I don't know. I feel like
the animal fetishes and the role play to the extreme.
Yeah, I think it's just the general idea of playing a role in
an unrealistic role. Well, it's just like illegal, like
it just I don't know. Yeah, that sort of stuff like.
Not ethically right. Like, I don't know. There's just so much.
I don't know. Like when my level of freaky is like, I'll eat ass, you know, sure.
I don't want to talk about this with you. This is like talking about this with my brother. Well, I was gonna kind of, I don't know if this is like making a joke or like not. Like, do you think the people who did 9/11, do you think that they were virgins when they died, or do you think they had sex? Because they're supposed to be really into their religion, right? Extremists.
Well, you take that with the fact that they also like went out like drinking and clubbing the night before 9/11. So I think I think some of them were definitely not virgins. I think some of them some of them might have been married, honestly.
They really disappointed God for real. No, I'm kidding. I mean, like, they did, yes, but I'm saying.
Like, yeah, I was just saying, what? Yeah, they probably did, you know, they
definitely disappointed God. At least my God.
Yeah, they definitely, I don't know, I would be thrilled that the terrorists caused terror.
Yeah, no, I mean, no. That's a big no. That's what the devil wants, is to cause terror. But even, like, sometimes God, this is going to get real. Like, we don't even need to talk about this, because I was just going to say, and we don't have to expand this thought. I'll just say it for any of the listeners who are like, no, but what was she going to say? Sometimes I wonder, like, is the devil just misunderstood? Like, right. I feel like such a goddamn basic.
That's like such a basic. You know what? That's like a 13-year-old person. It's like a 13-year-old kid in Iowa's like thought.
No, like
when they have to go to church every week.
No, but I just think like not misunderstood. I just feel like it's like, you know how people who are bullies, they were bullied. I just look at it that way, where it's like hurt people.
This is
And I
like
feel
the
like
most cliche
the
ass thing
devil,
to
I feel
say.
like the devil needs to heal. And that's all I wanted to say is I feel like the devil
Wow.
needs to heal and he's not on his
Wow.
healing. He's not in his healing
Wow.
era right now. So,
I don't
oh,
know.
big news, big news. I
What's up?
squatted 100 pounds.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I did leg press 155 and hip thrust. I've done 115. So
Okay.
I'm bench press. I still suck at it. The most I've done is 55, but it's hard to do bench press. I'm like not strong.
I feel that I'm terrible at a bench press, honestly.
Yeah, I'm hopefully I'm gonna be squatting like my weight soon. I probably can, honestly, in the next month I'll probably squat 120, which will be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm like on my fitness goals.
Nice.
Eve, do you make goals for every year?
No, I really don't. I'm terrible. I like. I
Well,
mean,
you should.
sort of, and not really. I don't know. I mean, I'm bad at like maybe next year I'll have some goals for the new year. But honestly, I don't know if I have a goal, just like or I don't know if I have really something I'm determined to do and I have the means to do it, I just do it. You know, like this
Well, yeah,
podcast.
but well, yeah, but I have so many things I want to do that it's like I have to plan them out. I guess that's kind of the issue with I'm not diagnosed with ADD or ADHD, but I have like way too much energy. I have a lot of focus, but it like jumps so much to different things. So I try and finish all the projects that I start, but like I'll start so many projects and then it's like, okay, girl, you need to sit down and organize it. I do the same thing at work. So for me, I
Actually,
like to organize it every quarter, every
I'm
three
kind of in the
months.
middle of something like that. What's it? My parents, since my parents are gone, they've been gone from the beginning of September. And
Oh
it's been like,
yeah,
it's been, yeah, you should come on through, party at my house.
maybe I'll see. I'm
Awesome.
sorry. I'm so dead all the time lately. Well, it's, yeah, like I said, it's been a hard 6 business days. So once it's an easy 2 months again, we can talk.
Well, you have till the end of September, so
Yes, I have
I'm,
time.
yeah, I was gonna say it. But no, what's it? Yeah, I've started to clean up my room, and by that I mean like, I've like thrown out my old like the dresser I had since I was like a kid, my old desk. I threw out like my mattress, and I'm like, there's like mold on
Wow.
my walls, so I need to like, yeah, I'm gonna try to like scrub that
That's
off. And,
really
like,
bad.
yeah, I need to like, yeah, I need like, but that's my. So I've been like kind of working on that, and I've low key been dilly dallying. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I got like I've been doing swell, but I could be doing better. Like, I'll have like I have like so much laundry that keeps piling up, and like, cause yeah, now I need to have like a bunch of all my clothes folded, so when I get a new dresser, I can just stock it up. And nobody's wants to use the laundry machines right now, so I should be like on top of doing my laundry, but I'll like just be chilling, watching Netflix, or vibing.
Inviting girls over. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I don't know, but I know you hate how I'm always like you're using this podcast to get chicks. You're like, I'm really not. And I'm
Like,
like, I doubt it. Cause you just flex so much. I'm like, come on now. I guess
yeah,
you just in daily life is a flex, huh?
what?
You in your daily life is a flex. Like you just yourself, you're a flex just
I
by being alive.
guess. I guess. I'd
That's the
be.
vibe.
I try to make the most. My one friend, my one friend really was like laughing like that I got a job because he was like I was the definition of your unemployed friend on a Wednesday and be like riding roller coasters or like
Yeah.
I would be that friend. I would just be like, does he not like doesn't he not have a job but be like pull up to Yankees Stadium.
Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, being unemployed is my favorite employment.
Dude, it's like a mixed bag because
Yeah, it is because you're stressed and worried, but
don't get me
you're
wrong,
like,
like
ugh.
even now when I have a job, it's just like it's such a time commitment that you like when you're unemployed, you love the fact that you have your own time. The problem is you're just
Yeah,
not making money on your time.
yeah, exactly,
But like
exactly.
yeah, when you have a job, it's like damn, I can't like I actually have
I'm
to like I have to like do stuff during this
I'm
time.
very, very blessed that I love my job. I'm fully remote. The hours, other than client meetings, the hours are very much like you know, when I need to work, when I want to work, I work, you know, so I'm very blessed. But yeah, I will say like waking up every day and not thinking like I need to make sure I check my emails like around 9 a.m. Like I need to make sure that I start my work day before like 11 a.m. I'm just gonna be honest. I hate that. I feel like if I only worked from like 11 to 3 every day, I'd be happy. And I kind of do some days, but
My job isn't that bad. I mean, the hours. I mean, it's remote. I think the problem is sometimes I'll be working. Like the thing is, there's like slower periods at the job where I won't be doing much,
yeah,
and
same.
I get to kind of get out of my chair and like walk around my house. And there are other times where I'll like be glued at my computer, and then like
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like one time I was at my computer for just like 6 hours straight, just nonstop working. And when I
I
got up,
know, and
my
I'm
body just ached. I was like,
baked.
ow.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you have an Apple Watch, but like even if on the days that I don't work out and I'm just working at home, because I only usually wear my Apple Watch when I was working out at least, but now I'm like, no, wear it every day on work days, especially because it'll be like time to stand up, you know, and I'll be like, okay, I need to get up and move. Cause otherwise, yeah, there are days I just sit there all morning and I don't eat, I don't drink unless someone brings me food. And that's crazy.
Yeah, no, for real. I can be just like, yeah, I can do the exact same thing.
And that's why when people are like remote work isn't as efficient or productive, I'm like, that's a damn lie. Cause like no one can distract me. I literally don't have to get up from the spot for hours on end.
I think it's a mixed thing. Like, I think like, I don't know, the office can be just as distracting as working from home, but working from home has its like its own special distractions.
Yeah, it does. Like I get to
Because
do laundry throughout the
you have to be
day.
your own responsible person.
Yeah, I
But,
have to feed my cat and like there's distractions.
but
Yes.
I don't know. I love it. It's like
I love it so much. I would never trade
I feel like I'm a
remote
wild
work.
work from home person because I don't know. I'd be wild. I'd be just in my boxers, high key, like at my desk.
Eh, I'm really a
I,
cold person, so I'm always like in sweaters or have blankets wrapped around me. So, because I live in the basement, so for me, I'm like never, I'm overly clothed, if anything.
You see, I have a double blanket routine. I have one snuggie and a blanket. So I put.
Ooh, I don't have a Snuggie.
You see, no, snuggie came so useful when started working from home. But no, what I do is I put the snuggie. Yeah, I run the snuggie in the front, and then I put the other blanket in like the back on my back. So yeah, so I'm just in my boxers.
Ooh, I love that. Okay, well, I think I don't want to get a Snuggie now that you said it, because I think that'd be perfect for my job. But oh, there was something I was gonna say, and when you were talking about all that, and I forgot. Aw, it's okay. Well, whatever. It
Dude, I can't believe
happens.
we're such nice people and are giving them a special Friday after
Yes,
the.
we were the
We're
nicest.
such good
Oh,
co-hosts, even
I
though we took two
remember.
weeks off. What?
We should go to a Wizards game and do some of the podcasts at the game. Just like literally like have clips of us just, you know, it's crazy, Eve. I don't know if I told you this last time when we went. Well, the only time I've ever been to a game, which was with you, the usher, like the lady who like, you know, guides you to your seats and everything. She like saw how I was reacting to the game and everything. And she asked me like, oh, like you must be a huge fan, huh? And I'm sitting there like, I just said, yeah, like to keep it moving. But I'm just sitting there like, I never watch sports. I only care about sports once I'm there in person. And then it's like, I obviously the Wizards, I had my Bradley Beal. Who am I going to cheer for? Who am I going to like obsess over?
Kyle Kuzma, Jordan
I do
Poole.
love, yeah, I do love Kuzma, but
Do you know Jordan
yeah,
Poole?
who's that? Not that can't, that's not the Italy guy, is it?
We're gonna have to censor that word.
Yeah, we need to get rid of him if he's still there. Let me Google him. Let me Google Jordan Poole real quick. Is that him or no?
Wait,
No. Oh, he played for the Warriors and now he's playing for us?
yeah,
Wow. He's only 24 years old. I'm not even Jordan Poole. If you ever hear this, I'm so sorry, but you look like you're 32. Like,
dang.
I'm so sorry. I'm
Now you
so,
know
so
what? Jordan Poole has
sorry.
that build where he's gonna look like that for the next like 20
His
years.
face looks, his face his face, Ebe, not his body. His face looks like he's 32. I'm not even trying to be mean about it. It's just like, I literally saw his age on here. It said 24 years. So I was like,
I mean, he doesn't
there's
look,
no way.
when I saw him play for the Warriors, I didn't think he was as old, or he was younger than me. And then
Yeah.
he is.
He is.
But
Maybe because he has such like established.
no, that's
facial hair.
that's
I don't
why
know.
he's gonna like when he is like 30 something, he's probably gonna look exactly like this. So he's like gonna look like he's not gonna age at all.
Yeah, he won't age. Oh no, you're right. I think he'll look like this for the next 40 years. Why he kind of look like, he doesn't, but he kind of looks like Stephen A. a little. He doesn't, but I see it. And you're gonna be like, that's racist. Not all black people look the same, but it's the hair and the way that the hairline looks like it's starting to recede.
It's because Stephen A. has had. Yeah, it's like I see what you're saying to an extent.
It's just the hairline is like, it looks like his hairline's going back in some way. It looks like the
But yeah,
haircut.
no.
That's the only thing, not the face, just the hair. I was like,
But yeah, we got some
Stephen A.
young guys on the team. I think we're technically older than the mean Wizards age actually right now.
Stephen A. is only 55 years old. Okay, I think maybe I just don't know how people are supposed to look at their age. Because I thought he was like 65.
No, yeah, 55 actually.
I'm like adding 10 years to everybody.
Because I gotta remember where they were when I was like a child, and then like compute how old they were then, and then be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That's
Like
true.
like Stephen A. Smith being in like, because I kind of thought of him as in his 40s, but then I thought, oh wait, no, he was in his 40s when I was like a kid, so that's probably why I think like that.
Honestly, liking or like knowing things about Stephen A. Smith or liking Stephen A. Smith or even just having watched him like as a woman who likes heterosexual men who like sports. If you mention Stephen A. Smith, that's just anyone listening, you literally get like points. You get those little brownie points from the guy. They're like, oh my God, yeah, like I love Stephen A. I don't even know. I feel like all men love Stephen A. Smith is such a thing. I've noticed. At least the men that I flirt with.
No. It's not that all men love him. There's not a single man on earth that doesn't have an opinion
On
about
Stephen A.
Smith.
And
like,
everyone,
they all have a take. You can't like you're not
yeah.
You're not neutral on Stephen A. Smith. No one is.
There you go.
No one is neutral about Stephen A. Smith.
That's very true. Cause like everyone has an opinion on him because he's so big in sports. And if you like sports, like they're gonna
I actually
know
stole
about
that
him.
from Stephen A. Smith. I was watching him earlier, and he used that to describe the Cowboys.
That's pretty valid. He hates the Cowboys.
But like he was kind of making the point that everyone in America has a take on the Cowboys. Nobody in America like is neutral about the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. Nobody in America is probably
And no one's neutral about you either, Stephen A. That's you you should respond saying that. But then you look like a Dallas fan, I feel like, but it doesn't matter.
dude.
But yeah, well, we should definitely go see another Wizards game. We're the best podcast hosts ever for doing this special episode. I'm tired and I've got to use the restroom, so I was hoping we could end this.
You're not gonna pull Lyndon B. Johnson.
Not when I'm being recorded, no. I'm like literally sitting on my bed shaking my legs right now like a little kid who has to pee.
Oh, well, dang. Alright, well, you know what? I'm gonna like text you the song of the week so you'll get why I picked it.
Okay, so Ebe, what is gonna be the song of the week? I know this is a special episode, but we can still give him a song of the week.
It's Rollin' by Limp Bizkit. And so, here, I'll just tell you why it's special.
Air raid vehicle.
Yeah, so, oh wait, today? Okay, yeah, no. So, yeah, the reason why Rollin' by Limp Bizkit is our song of the week is because, it was, like, the music video was shot on top of the World Trade Center, I believe in June of 2001. So it might be one of the last, and I think the video was like released just a few days before 9/11. So I think it was like one of the last really released like to the public kind of like footage with the Twin Towers.
It was actually a year, September 2000, he filmed it, a year before. Which honestly, to be completely honest with you, I feel like that's creepier than it being like 2 months before, because the fact that it's like a whole year, like the same month, just a year difference. I don't know why that's like a weird conspiracy to me. That's just, this won MTV, VMA's best rock video.
Yeah.
And that had to have win it. That won then in 2001.
Oh, they won at the VMAs the day before 9/11.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And that's the even crazier part is because I always know the VMAs are in end of August because sometimes it would land right on my birthday, so I'd feel special. But that's like MTV VMA is always at the end of August. So I know for a fact that they recorded it in September 2000. Then it was in 2001, August 2001, it won Best Rock Video, which was right before. That is some crazy shit. Okay.
Well, this has been our super. We are definitely not going to call that on the title, but
Yeah, but
to the
just,
listeners, this was the super special, secret, special 9/11 special. Never
special
forget
1,000 times.
George W.
Yeah.
Bush. God bless America. 2023.
And rest in peace to all the victims of 9/11 and all the victims that came thereafter on both sides.
And pray for Aaron Rodgers and the Jets season. Did you see that? Like,
No,
wait?
what?
Do you
I
know
thought
about
we didn't
that?
like Aaron Rodgers.
Well,
I thought he was canceled for something.
okay, the thing about Aaron Rodgers, okay, really fast on this. The thing that was funny about that is because there's been a show on HBO called Hard Knocks. It's been recording the Jets' whole preseason and how there's like a whole change in like the culture of the New York Jets because they now have Aaron Rodgers and they've been building this incredible defense. And then literally 4 snaps into the first quarter of Monday Night Football when he plays, he's got an Achilles and he gets an Achilles injury and he's out for the season. And oh my, the memes are so awful because it's like it happened on 9/11. It's like, dang, like OJ said something. He's like, New York, 9/11's just always a bad day in New York. That's like an OJ said that on a podcast.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Did you go run to pee?
No, but I honestly was thinking about how badly I had to pee that I like stopped listening about halfway through there.
Oh yeah, because it sounded so quiet.
I'm the worst. I know. I was just like, dude, I'm
and
gonna piss myself.
You sounded far away. LOL. Anyway,
As you're talking, that's what I'm thinking. I'm literally like, I'm gonna piss myself. Okay. Well, yeah. Rest in peace. 9/11 was terrible. Everything's cool. Okay. Not everything's cool. I mean, everything's bad after that. I gotta pee so bad. This is the ending of it. I don't care.
All right. Well, see y'all soon.
See y'all soon. Love ya. Bye.